walking on pavement.
It's good to eat brains. Yeah.
It's Walking Dead. Bow. There's your intro right there.
Hello.
Hold on. Sorry.
Hello.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Hello. I am Oxnard.
I am boss.
I'm Dexter.
Welcome to our ongoing discussion of The Walking Dead. Why do we do this? I don't have a fucking clue. Dexter, what is going on in the Dexterverse?
Hey.
Not much.
Perhaps you'd like to reciprocate?
Oh, how are you?
Fine.
Yeah, that would be the polite thing to do. He doesn't care how I'm doing.
I was looking at my phone and not paying
I was going to ask you
attention.
next, boss.
The rest of America.
Boss, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
See.
And
but
fine.
you
See
had
how
no,
it's done.
yours was an emotionless.
See how it's done.
You responded
That's
with
how you do it.
with the emphasis
Because
of an
I
autistic
know
person.
he doesn't want to get in that. deep.
Dexter, are you accountable?
To whom?
Are you just accountable to anything?
Yes.
Are you always accountable?
Yes.
Did you know that's the name of tonight's Walking Dead episode?
It is?
Yes.
Always accountable?
Always accountable.
Wow.
I think it has to do with what Sasha was talking about.
I thought it just said always. I thought they were sticking with the one word. Like now was
Like
the
Better Call Saul?
previous episode.
Remember?
Were they one word episodes?
Yeah, and they all like rhymed. It was Tuco. It all ended in O or something like that. Pinko.
Oh, yeah. Except for one episode, which had
Yeah.
a really long title.
Yeah, because they weren't allowed to use the word they wanted because it was
Bingo,
copyright.
I think they used something with Jello. didn't
Bingo?
they? Oh no, they couldn't use Jello, so they used.
Was this before Bill Cosby whole thing? Because maybe
No, it had to do with copyright issues with Jello,
Yeah.
with the Jello company. It wasn't. It was supposed to be Bill Cosby introduced the episode, but then he tried to drug and have sex with Bob Odenkirk.
I was reading. They're saying like he might be the most prolific
Rapist?
serial rapist in like human history or something like that. If all these accounts are true, isn't that
Even worse than Jerry the Big Fat Rapist?
Sure. I'm not familiar with that case.
You didn't hear about that one?
No, was that an ID network?
Yeah, it was on SVU.
Well, a good way to start the episode. Just
I
talking
just
about
think
monsters.
That's a terribly lame name for a serial criminal.
All right.
Jerry the Big Fat Rapist.
Claire Gray said.
Now to your
For
comments.
sheer entertainment value and just more fulfilling way to spend an hour, STS Walking Dead review surpassed the actual Walking Dead a long time ago.
Very melodic.
Thank you. You like how I hit that note?
Yeah.
I think I could do it, did
Claire
you,
did, not you.
Claire doubted me the whole time. Well, I showed you.
Thank you,
I showed
Claire.
all of you.
Thank you, Claire.
In
We are
terms of the
more
show-
entertaining, right?
Infinitely.
I
yeah.
think so.
Oh
right?
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I listened to
Aren't we
us.
amazing?
I mean, come on.
I thought we were great.
Handsome, charismatic.
Debonair, sultry,
Audio-based.
delicious voices.
Absolutely. Hello. Right?
Yeah. I jerk off to.
Oh. I'm glad I cut you off there.
I listen to our videos and jerk off constantly. All right, keep going.
I take 35-minute showers just to listen to ourselves over and over again while I'm in the shower. If you didn't realize.
You got a waterproof iPad
No, it's sitting on the toilet.
Finish the comment.
in the shower. Let's go.
In terms of the show, I'm only mildly interested if Carol, or to a lesser extent Michonne, are involved in any scenes.
Thank you, Claire. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we already did that whole.
I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I was waiting till the end.
How were you, Claire? I was the only one that asked Claire how she was. See? You got.
Sure, she's doing
You
fine.
made such a big stink about it before.
Not really what we do with the comments. This guy's trying to make up for it before.
No, I'm just trying to show you guys.
This
that
week
you
I'm-
are the dicks.
This week I'm including every little piece of information we say. Usually I cut 50% of what we say in the comments. I want people to
It's
know.
Fallout season.
So if I dropped an N-word right here, you would leave it in.
You said it, not me.
Nicolas
I didn't
Cage.
say it. I didn't say anything.
You said it.
He
said it, people.
He didn't answer my question.
I did it.
I like your N-word.
What other N-word
That's
is
all getting cut.
Exactly. Nick Nolte.
Next comment.
it? Incredible Lauren said,
You got to do the voice.
What voice?
Amazing Larry!
Amazing. Not much to say about the Daryl Sasha Abraham episode.
Oh, that's him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot
It's
he changed
Incredible
his
Lawrence
name.
is Amazing Larry.
Not much to say about the Daryl Sasha Abraham episode, other than they are sticking to the same formula we saw in seasons 4 and 5. Exciting opening episodes, followed by filler episodes, then
Exciting new
something
business ventures!
exciting at the mid-season finale. I did watch the beginning of Into the Badlands up to the first commercial break to see next week's
He's losing energy.
I'm losing
Walking
it.
Dead
He's
preview!
fading away.
To see next.
Come on, man.
Next week,
That threw
we
me
are
off.
professionals!
Next week, The Walking Dead preview. From what I see, that show looks really dumb. When is the Better Call Saul coming back?
When is the Better Call Saul coming? Dude,
Whew, that's
you blew it.
tiring.
You disappointed
You gotta,
Larry.
like, open your
It's
mouth.
now disappointing
real
Larry.
wide.
Disappointed Larry!
So disappointed.
I think Better Call Saul is February 15th, right?
I think it may be even later than that. March 2016, I think. I don't know.
February 15th.
No, he's exactly right.
And,
Like I said, February 15th.
And it goes on until April.
Ooh.
Can't wait.
And then right into a perfect crossover to hold us over to Game of Thrones.
Oh, that's right.
Incredible Lawrence also said,
right, don't
"Here's
listen.
why we have to sit through so many filler episodes. The average cost for a single commercial space during the 5th season of AMC's The Walking
Oh my
Dead
God.
was $413,000. Hopefully AMC will use all that money to produce more shows like Mad Men and Breaking Bad."
No, Enter the Badlands.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I'm not
Enter
very
the
excited about
Badlands
the
needs more money.
I'm not. It's not very promising from the commercials of the upcoming lineup for AMC shows. Although I am interested in that Preacher show, I would not be surprised at all to find that it's terrible. That could easily be shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I watched the
I'm not
first,
looking
similar to what he did. I saw the first few minutes of the Badlands
for it. What
show.
did you thought?
I don't know what it was trying to be. I found it frustrating.
So guns are banned? Is that we were kind of
Yeah.
discussing this in text earlier?
I find that
trying to understand.
premise frustrating to me.
There's just no gun. They don't exist. Is it like the Viking sword? No, it's like a lost art. No one knows how to make a gun suddenly.
There's a guy on a
Doesn't make
motorcycle. He approaches these people who he thinks are trafficking humans. He kills them all in bizarre ways, which is the only thing I think Boss would like.
Does he use a spoon to kill anybody?
No, he has a sword, but he doesn't use the sword. So I guess they're saving that.
He's too dangerous with the sword.
Was it like PG-13 or some shit?
No, it was kind of bloody.
Or is it like that movie The Rundown with The Rock where he doesn't use guns because he's too deadly with guns?
Sure.
Stupid.
Yeah, it looks bad, that show.
The inventor says, I said it last week and it needs repeating, but in less subtle tones. The Walking Dead is written for a pro-daytime soap audience. Relationships, emotional turmoils, love interests, etc., are given priority over plot competence. When you tune in to watch a zombie show, you want to see this season's second episode every time, not the young and the restless. Rick shouting, "We all need to be quieter! Carl! Carl!" made no sense, and I wasn't really impressed with the scat zombies. Best commercial yet, by the way.
Thanks. That's all to Oxnard's credit. That
And I gotta be honest, that was the quickest. I had to play Fallout 4, and I got that episode out as quickly as I could. That commercial I did in like half an hour.
Which one was that?
Audio editing wizardry. That was Ergo Snips.
Oh, yes.
Ergo Snips.
Ah, yes, happy customer. You sit down, then I cut off your hair.
I think the thing that was best about that was the EKG machine.
EKG.
EKG.
You up to EKG.
Which was a last minute idea at the very end.
was.
I'm glad we thought of that.
I completely agree with the inventor. I think that's hilarious. We need to be quiet. Everybody, be quiet. Keep the lights out. It's like you're shouting, Rick.
How do you spell Carol?
Carol.
How do you spell Carl?
Carl.
Okay.
Parallels.
Coral. Carol.
Calm down.
It's Arnold. Calm down. Everybody needs to be quiet.
Yeah, they should do the Expendables, but put him in a zombie apocalypse. Yeah, zombies.
No one would understand. They'd be giving orders to the people of Alexandria. Everybody'd just be standing around confused. Like, did you catch that? Sean Connery. The actual Sean Connery.
Now,
guys.
this is a momentous
Yes.
occasion.
Yes.
A celebrity comments.
He made an account with 0 subscribers.
I love these guys so much. I have to listen to. Leave a comment.
If it's the last thing I ever do, I will leave a comment for them. It's on my bucket list. Sean Connery. Speaking of zombies, one time in 1963, I got so drunk that I forgot I had Anne Margaret strapped to my headboard for 2 weeks. When I finally stumbled back to my mansion, she wasn't even mad. She just wanted more of that sweet, sweet Connery sex. He's not losing his sex appeal. But anyway, I enjoy The Walking Dead and would have sex with all of the female cast, including the lesbianish... Oh, what?
The lesbians.
I'll do that one again. But anyway, I love The Walking Dead and would have sex with all of the female cast, including the lesbians. I'm Sean Connery.
Nice. Well, as you can see, we're moving up.
Incredible!
Soon we'll be going to swanky Hollywood parties and drinking expensive liquors out of weird-shaped glasses.
Getting kidnapped, and
schmoozing
locked in
with
someone's
directors.
mansion.
Hobnobbing with...
Engaging Spielberg in a
People-
delightful chat
right.
about the burrito we just had.
Esteban Spielbergo.
We'll go to those parties where everyone gets a gift bag with thousands of dollars worth of tech in it and stuff.
Yeah.
Like
Maybe we'll even get to star
iPads.
in a Tommy Wiseau movie.
Yeah, in the background.
Yeah, if we're lucky.
Like the 3 guys, oh
He'll-
my
he'll
god.
He'll use our picture in a portrait instead of silverware. It'll
Oh
be
my
us.
god, it's them. It's Dexter and Oxnard, the boss. Look at them.
Don't worry about it.
Hi, Denny.
Don't worry about it, Danny.
Don't worry about it.
Well,
That's
I think
it.
That's it.
If we were in movies, I would like us to not be named characters, but just be in the credits when you see angry guy or
Chef.
drunk people.
Horny butcher.
Yeah, horny
Piano.
stuff like that. I think that's hilarious. Those are the best. Those are the best
Cocksucker.
parts. Those are the best parts. to get.
Cocksucker 8.
Wow.
Cocksucker
What
number
movie
8.
is this?
What was this scene?
All right, so
Shall we dive in?
always
Let's
accountable.
Dive in.
Suddenly, without warning, the group is under attack by strange men with
Yes.
machine guns.
Raiders from Fallout 4 arrive.
Holy shit.
Abraham and Sasha are in the dumpy car,
Yep.
following Daryl as he drives his motorcycle down the road. They seem to be wrapping up this business with luring what's left of the herd down the way, which stays totally and perfectly on that road.
Another thing that I'm
Don't understand.
Single
doesn't-
file.
Single file. The zombies walk single file to hide their numbers. That was me imitating Kevin Spacey imitating Walter Matthau in an SNL sketch
as Obi-Wan Kenobi.
as Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Except they're walking on pavement, so they're not really
Yeah,
hiding
no,
their numbers.
It just reminded
so
me of that. But I don't understand. How are they staying on this road, guys? I don't get it.
That's one
know.
aspect.
They're following.
Just one of the many things in the show where I'm like, huh?
Group mentality.
I remember Rick
Like
kind
particles.
of explains it away when because they spend all this time building walls, got to guide them thing, and then he's like, "Oh, don't worry, something will just keep them on the road. Don't worry about that part." And it's like, "Oh, okay, we don't need to explain that, Rick." That was
Zombie
back in the beginning of the season.
Maybe they like walking on pavement?
Walking on pavement.
It's good to eat brains! Yeah!
It's Walking Dead. There's your intro right there. So
That's what I'm gonna put that in the beginning.
there you go.
Perfect.
Abraham and Sasha get chased by a car, and then Daryl gets chased by another
When
car.
Daryl gets chased away, they get separated.
He
and
wipes out
Abraham-
there.
Yeah, for no reason it seemed right.
Yeah, and also I thought he was gonna do like a cool move.
I thought he was trying to give him the slip mate. I don't know, but then he just ended up in front of them again. I thought he was gonna be behind him.
Yeah, there was something going on in this episode where I wasn't understanding people's positions to
Yes.
one another.
Yeah, it was
And I don't know if that was a
confusing.
director or I don't know. Okay. So
Anyway,
Sasha
then,
and Abraham.
Abraham is like Abraham and Sasha destroy that one car.
Yeah, they mow those guys.
I mean, it was nuts. This guy didn't have a chance in hell.
And Abraham
then
seems to-
Abraham's like, yeah, I gotta take him out even more with my knife. he dramatically reveals the knife. And Sasha's like, hey, man, take it easy. Chill. And then he's like, what the hell? So then they move on. And you see Daryl, like, is getting away. He kind of collapses.
Mm-hmm.
He's still being chased, he thinks. But he you might have to... Oh, yeah, pause it here.
Well, he lies down, and then he looks to his right, and there's, like, a zombie right there with a biker helmet, which
are the
apparently
chances?
he didn't
It
see.
was weird. It was
Yeah.
like a real skinny zombie.
And the helmet looked like it wasn't made of helmet material. It looked
Yeah,
like it was
it
made
was
of
weird.
leather.
Well, it was
painted
scorched.
To look... Is that what it was?
Yeah, because remember those people, they burned that whole area.
Oh, so it had, like, melted down?
Something like that, yeah.
The trees weren't burned, though.
Yeah, that was another thing.
No forest
see,
fire.
I was talking about this with Dexter
We
before.
burned the
This
ground.
episode confused me. I felt weird watching it because it seemed like I was like trying to figure this out. Yeah, if you set this huge fire,
Like Swiss
shouldn't all these
cheese.
trees be matchsticks?
Yeah, I mean, that could take off.
Did they
like,
even name that trio? Those three characters he meets?
douchebags?
Oh,
That's what... Idiots! That's what they are.
we don't
Total
need more
idiots.
people.
All right, so yeah, he goes in the woods, and then that's the first commercial break. Then you come back, and he's kind of walking around, and then these two girls pop up.
Yeah. Out of
Right,
nowhere.
he has his crossbow on him, and then another guy comes behind him, and he's got a gun, right?
Well, he hits him in the face
He
with a
knocks him
board.
out.
Oh, knocks him out first. You're right. And then
He's waking up, and
he's
she's saying
tied
like,
up, and he's like, we're moving, you're coming with us.
yeah.
He's
So
like-
they think Daryl was part of that group that
Right.
arrives later.
that shot at him.
Right, because they start accusing him of some, what we took it, we earned what we took.
We
they
learn
keep
what we
saying.
take, or son.
Yeah. And they obviously think that he's someone who he's not.
Okay.
And they don't even want to hear it.
So those are just brand new,
Daryl
out of nowhere
has-
characters.
Daryl
Okay.
has like -2 diplomacy, so he can't talk to them and explain that he's not one of them.
Oh, well, he doesn't reach a decibel level above like -3.
or a height above 5'4".
That guy.
Yeah, no, making wrong.
Well, he's staying quiet because he's gauging the situation.
That's how he
He's-
always is. That's why when he was shouting in that one episode, we said how weird he sounded because he was talking at like a normal decibel level. So he's like, "Ah, we're gonna go blah, 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 do. Hi guys,
I think he played it because I think
it's me, Daryl. Daryl.
Hey, Homer.
Paul Rubens as Daryl.
I like this zombie.
Would be great.
That would be fantastic.
The zombie with
I
the
wanna
ribs
see
sticking out?
Pee-wee in this. Yeah, but again, this is another thing we talked about with the shit zombies. This zombie that starts to...
The moss zombie.
We're jumping ahead. The moss zombie attacks Daryl, finds... where they end up... The crew takes him, Daryl, somewhere where they were trying to go, I guess.
To see Patty.
Is that what it
to
was?
see one of
and
their
then they're like,
friends.
"Oh no, what happened? They're all dead.
It's overrun
There's
with
walkers
walkers.
everywhere." Daryl takes this opportunity to take the bag that they had and run
They
away.
took his crossbow in
Yeah.
the bag, so he took the bag, ran away.
And then he's opening it up, and oh no, it's a walker! Look out! And it's a slow-moving,
Yes.
the most decayed
Yes.
walker I've ever seen in this whole
This
show. At this
frustrated
point,
me so much.
he's so old and decayed that he has moss and it like grass growing on him.
And this music.
And
This is the most suspenseful music ever.
Daryl spends half an hour wrestling his
Crossbow.
crossbow out of the bag.
Yes.
He could have just
He has a
gently
knife.
shoved this walker out of the way.
Yes, he's killed 1 million zombies so far. Why is they making this out to be such a suspenseful situation?
That must
He
be-
could have took a stick and just knocked it down.
It must be the most brittle,
It was just.
most decrepit walker
But
that
even,
exists.
even if it wasn't, he could have just killed it easily. I feel like I don't know why that was so. Supposed
all you
to be
have
so
to do is
suspenseful.
seriously walk up,
Hit it
like
with the bag.
not run up to them and just
Yeah.
trip it. Just trip it,
Hit it with the bag.
and then step on its head.
Yeah.
Done.
I don't understand what that was about. It
Yeah.
just that pissed me off the most.
I like the effect though. They must have had an actor and they probably had like a green
Oh
screen
no,
on
the
his
effect
belly.
looked
I-
very
yeah,
nice.
zombies look cool.
It looks good,
The
but
whole
I don't
point of
understand
it-
the fear that he had
Yes.
and the urgency of having to get the crossbow
Made
out.
no sense.
He has a knife. And he didn't even need it. He could have easily just punched it in the face. And, yeah, it would have just exploded into dust.
It might have been empty, the knife thing, but either way, he
No,
could've
because
killed
he
it
pulls a
somehow.
knife out
Oh,
later.
okay, never mind. Then. But it's so fucking. That doesn't make any sense.
By the way, that Hunger Games, is that like the longest title in movie history?
What's
Or
the Hunger Games?
Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2 or something?
Definitely not the longest title in history.
Oh, it's probably Strange. What was that MST3K one? The Incredibly Strange Creatures that became
that-
mixed up zombies
that
or
died
something.
and became mixed as zombies.
Yeah,
Became
yeah.
Mixed up zombie. I can't even say it.
It's a stupid time.
Yeah, that was so weird. That was so
That was the
unnecessary.
worst part.
Then he goes
me.
back. He realizes now because he's opened this pack and he finds a cooler, which
Has
I don't know
insulin.
how they fit everything into this bag, but there's a red cooler that says in big letters, "Insulin, keep in cooler."
If you replace
This is for that girl who just passed out.
that scene, if you replace Daryl with like a 3-year-old, then music would suit it.
And the 3-year-old doesn't know what's
suspense.
coming up behind him.
Yeah.
If Carl was the one
If
that
it was
fighting
if
that
it was a
zombie-
deaf 3-year-old with that
Yes.
music, terrifying.
Yeah, would have made perfect sense.
Yeah.
It would have been suspenseful. Yeah.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Actually, I disagree.
Too easy. So also before Daryl takes that bag and runs away, this girl with the little pixie haircut.
Yeah, another weird
she's-
haircut.
There's so many weird haircuts in
Yeah.
this show. She passes out suddenly. She becomes very weak and faints.
Yeah.
And then you see when you have the insulin there, the big bag of insulin. Has she not been taking the insulin that they do have?
Now,
I didn't understand.
I'm not
this.
familiar with how insulin works, but I'm assuming it's like every day at a
Injected.
specific time you take it,
And
right?
I would imagine. I don't know. And I'm assuming that
And how
based
long?
on what you've eaten,
How long have they been out there? When did they get the insulin?
they talk as though they have been out there for like a few days or a few hours even.
They had a huge fire.
It's important to stay hydrated. Drink this water. It's important to stay hydrated. Remember? And it's like
I
yeah,
hated
it's
that
been
guy
like
so much.
2 years since this zombie apocalypse occurred. Are you just out there now? I don't understand. Are you on like a light camping trip?
It was weird.
I also
They didn't
like
have
how
anything.
How long has it been? I
yeah
don't understand.
they
Don't
introduce
know anything.
They introduce these characters. They don't give you enough of the backstory, and then you have other episodes where they introduce some random guy,
Yeah.
and he has this long speech about his whole life,
Right.
and it's fascinating. It's
And
like I don't
his
give a shit
wife.
about that. I want to know the logistics
Yes.
of this situation with these 3 people. How are they? Is that their daughter? Is that a sister? The one with the who needs the insulin?
I don't think they're related at all.
I think they just escaped some town that went to shit.
Yeah, my
Right.
wife thought that was his daughter. That was a married couple. Or
We don't get
something,
names.
and that was their daughter.
There probably were names, but
I didn't hear any names. I was listening for it.
It was so
confused.
confusing. And then Daryl brings that. We'll just stick with Daryl, then we'll get to Abraham and Sasha. I figure.
Yeah.
Daryl brings. He sees insulin. He's like, all right, I'm a good guy. I'm gonna go back. She passed out. They obviously need this medicine. They obviously, and it was that's what they took. They took that insulin and then they left.
Then they have that overhead shot, and it's constantly looking down her shirt. Did you notice that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How could you not notice that?
This is the only thing I noticed. I lost track.
Is anyone else? What's happening in this
And I
scene?
passed out and woke up 3 hours later.
Oxnard's brain is just going, titty!
Oh boy! I'm 5 years old.
So Daryl comes back and he brings the insulin back, and then without warning, this truck starts plowing through
Yeah.
the
Okay.
forest.
Now this is where I started getting really confused because the way it was cut, it wasn't clear that that new group coming didn't know where they were.
Yeah.
I thought they were talking.
I thought they were really close.
They were right
Yeah,
there.
I thought they were right there.
I thought
20 feet away.
yes, absolutely.
And
I
then-
thought they were looking right at each other.
Then Daryl's hiding behind the tree. They keep cutting all these people around.
And Daryl is like at a tree that's right behind
Yes.
the
Yeah.
group, this group of people, right?
And
really
then
hidden.
he's
No,
like,
he's not hidden
We
at
can
all.
see you.
and then
Hey,
he's
you.
like,
We can
okay,
see you.
come with me. We're gonna hide over here. And then he has the thing where he gives the guy back his gun.
Come with me, we'll hide over here. It's like 2 feet from
Yeah,
where
and
they
that
originally
confused me because
were.
I was like, wait, oh, so they didn't see them?
Yeah.
that was not clear at all.
Because it's not like this is a thick forest.
Yeah.
It's like
Well,
a
they
winter forest.
they just
'cause it's
burnt
been
it down.
burned. Yeah.
But you agree, right?
Yes,
It
I
was
thought.
okay.
I was like,
I thought something was going.
I was
thought
so
I was having a
confused.
stroke or something. I was like,
Then
this
there's
isn't
a
making
fat
sense.
guy. Daryl sees a walker trapped behind a big boulder.
Yeah.
All right, this is a stupid.
And then there's like a
stupid-
big fat idiot walking, and he's like, and it's like, I'm like, I don't understand.
clearly
How
inebriated.
don't they see each other? Isn't there like a standoff happening? And then Daryl's like, let me bring this guy's attention right to where we are.
And there's a
by
zombie-
rustling a tree branch next to me. And then he looks over, and then all of a sudden the zombie grabs him and eats him or bites him on the arm.
Yeah.
And I was like, what
I'm
the
bit.
fuck
I'm
is
bit. What was the guy's
happening?
name? Ronald. I'm bit.
That guy
Ronald.
has a name. They gave that guy.
Yeah,
a
he
name.
calls out a name. Why do I need to know that? And then I'm like, is this the character Dex has been waiting for all this time?
Arm is the
I swear to
important
God,
character.
when you see like legs walking out, I swear to God, I was going to see a clear indication of the. I was like, finally, here we go, and I was like, nope. I think this is part of the group of the guy that I keep waiting for.
Okay.
Who Jeffrey Dean Morgan has been cast to play.
Who's he?
Larry said he's the comedian from the Watchmen movie.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so that should give you an idea of what this character.
That guy
may
should
be
just
like.
play the comedian in every role.
He was fantastic as the comedian.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very excited for this guy to be that he has been cast as.
He was in this
particular
movie.
character.
I forget the name of the movie. It was a horror thriller, but he played a guy, like this woman moves in, and he would like hide under her bed. What was the name of that movie?
Oh fuck! Oh no, I was thinking of a different horror movie where he has like a daughter.
It
that
had
keeps
what's
seeing a
her
ghost
name
in their
from
new house.
Karate Kid 3, I think.
Hilary Swank?
Yeah, I think she was in it.
No idea.
I
$1
watched-
Million Baby.
No.
Oh damn it!
Yeah, the one with the comedian's a rapist hiding under the bed.
Yeah, and Morgan Freeman is there.
It was one of those stupid horror thrillers I watch randomly.
Oh, so anyway,
Yeah.
then they cut that guy's arm off, I guess to prevent, like what Rick did to that prisoner.
Well, they tie off. Yeah, he ties him off.
yeah.
Is that work?
Yeah.
Rick did that to
Okay.
a guy. I don't think you were watching the show yet, Oxnard. When they first get to the prison, he does that to Herschel. He does that. He cuts Herschel's leg off. Herschel gets
Guy
bit.
gets killed by the governor.
The governor?
Yeah,
the governor.
that's why he doesn't have a leg.
No teeth.
That's why he doesn't have a leg. It was bit.
Right.
They cut it off.
Yeah. And he didn't die from blood loss or an infection.
Yeah.
Luckily, instead he got his head cut off by the governor.
Would you be able to do that? Let's say I
Cut
get.
somebody's arm off?
Yeah, like let's say I get
I
bit.
got somebody's arm.
Oh, no problem.
Okay, let's say boss isn't here.
Boss, put that cleaver down.
I'm here for you guys.
He just pulls it out. What was that? You said you found like a 5-foot cleaver at a garage
Oh
sale?
yeah, isn't that just like
Whoa.
a Buster Sword from Final Fantasy VII?
I was in an antique store and there was like a butcher shop cleaver, from I don't know, early 1900s. It was like 10 pounds. It was so heavy.
You are ready to play your
It was
role
cool.
That's
as the
for cutting
horny
up
butcher.
bones and stuff. Boss, an app you might be interested in is called Close 5. And it shows you in a 10-mile radius around you people who are just selling stuff and junk, and there's a lot of antiques on there. Oh. And then so you message them, and you don't give them your name or
on the
number.
dark
It's all
net.
anonymous, and you just say, hey, how much you want for that? And they'll respond to you. Says, okay, meet you at Starbucks and
Right.
stuff like that.
That sounds
Yeah.
illegal.
And then you're taken.
Yeah.
You wake
Then
up
you're taken.
and you wake
Exactly.
up and you wake up 98 days later,
Yeah.
addicted to heroin,
Yes.
being raped by a Saudi.
That's what it
With
sounds
no
like.
kidneys.
Right, you're in a bathtub filled with ice.
I just wanted to
Here's
buy a
your-
lamp.
Here's your antique.
I just
Antique
wanted to
this.
see if you had any old cast iron pans.
Well, don't do it in like a bad area. Just stick it like around here, local neighborhood. I'm gonna put up some stuff there because I want to sell some games.
Oh, I'll come to your house.
Boss just ends up buying all my shit. I go over one day, his place looks exactly like this
Oh
one.
man, he's recreated your
Holy
room.
God!
Heavens. He's got a fake beard and a wig on with glasses. He's pretending to be you. Hey guys, it's me, Oxnard.
Wearing all black clothes.
Holy fuck!
Run,
It is
Dexter!
Oxnard.
There can only be one.
I'd be like, Oxnard, I don't know how to tell you this, but Boss is a better Oxnard than you will ever be.
You know
I'm
what?
going to hang out with him.
You know what? I have to agree.
So anyway, very confusing where everybody was located in relation to one another in the forest.
In the comments, tell us what you think. Are we wrong? Were you confused?
Yeah.
Be honest.
Are you stupid like us?
Where are the trees burnt?
Call in now and vote.
Do a Twitter poll.
Why weren't the trees burned? How long were they out there? What were their relationships? What are their names? Why does she have a pixie haircut? When'd she get that? It looks fairly recent.
Where are the ends?
Pixie haircuts, you know, they don't last too long. You gotta maintain that shit.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Do you? I have no
And
idea.
they're referencing like that the people in the forest. They're from the group that these new characters, the pixie haircut and the insulin girl and all that. They just left, and they're saying
Good name, Insulin Girl.
Insulin girl. I don't know. I'm
Insulin-
not trying to be offensive.
Hey,
She
I
doesn't
know
have
who
a
you're
name.
talking. I know who you're talking
Exactly.
about. So
Let's call her
that's all that matters.
the insulin pixie.
Insulin Pixie, right?
Okay.
It's the Insulin Pixie. That should be like a thing that they use to teach kids that have diabetes. Unfortunately, it'll be like a video to teach them about their illness.
Sounds like a
The
weird-
Insulin Pixie.
I just thought of a weird idea. Imagine they made a micro robot mosquito that injected
Bosses plans for world domination.
Yeah, but how do you-
around people with diabetes and inserted.
How does it know that they have diabetes? Why do
it
I feel like
detects it.
I,
Maybe
a
it
person
detects it.
who does not have diabetes, is going to be constantly getting injections of
robot.
insulin
It's a robot.
and then die?
It's like a pet almost. Your pet robot mosquito that injects insulin.
I just learned this today. Did you know you
Someone's
can?
going to be like, oh, it's a mosquito.
Oh no!
My insulin!
That was worth $10 million.
If it's the size of a mosquito, how does it hold enough insulin to
That's
inject
a good
you
question.
with?
I don't know. Well, it's
You'd
a
have
work
to
in
have,
progress.
You'd have to have like 20 mosquitoes around.
This is
you.
a terrible idea.
So you get all these ideas when you think logically, like that.
Right. I actually heard you can immune yourself from the irritant in the mosquito saliva if you get stung enough, and it won't itch
yeah?
anymore. Yeah.
Interesting.
Let's go to the jungle. Get,
We can go to a mosquito lab or something.
Get resistant.
Jungle to the Amazon.
Oh, am I resistant yet? It itches so bad.
Local New Jersey man travels to Amazon and dies of mosquito bites. Guinness World Record of mosquito bites.
It's like a Fallout 4
It's
mosquito
in
though.
my ass.
God.
Impales your torso. All right. What else happens with Daryl?
Scratches his own ass out. Dies. Anyway, if you're still listening, we're still talking.
Oh, we'll never stop.
What was happening?
No.
Oh, so they're
Daryl.
not- Oh, so they're
The guy gets his
alluding
arm
to
cut off.
Some group that if you take something, what you need to do in order to pay for what you took is like unfair. That's what,
What?
they were like. The guys that roll up in the forest in the truck, who you only see, except for the one fat guy, you only see from the waist down. Okay, and the pixie, the insulin pixie, and her friends. They're saying, like, what we took, we earned what we took, we earned what we took. And then the other guy who's staring him down, possibly, is like, you know the rules, you gotta pay. And then it's like...
How?
Well, exactly. They don't necessarily tell you, but they intimate that it's impossible, it's unfair to pay. Like, you can never really pay off what you're taking.
I guess they took
so
the
you're
insulin.
trapped there.
They probably took the insulin.
Oh, no, they definitely did.
Yeah.
We know that.
Is that how you
just
earn
clicked
it?
for
If you're
me.
able to
Well,
steal
no,
it?
What do you do to earn it? It's basically you have to like do things that means you can never leave that place. So it's like a slave. Like I made you a slave, Oxnard, and it'd be like, oh sure, you can. You know, I set conditions where it's like, oh no, you're not a slave. You're working for me and you're earning this thing. But I set the conditions so that you never actually earn what you need to not be my slave.
Right.
Slavery 101.
Wait, say that again.
I don't know. I just made it up.
He just went on for a
You
3-minute
never
break.
actually earn.
Yeah, you set the price so high
that they're always
it's like
your
something.
slave.
It's like you need this to survive, but in order to get it, you have to meet a condition that means you can never leave.
Right.
I'll feed you, but you're my slave until you stop eating.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Then they find these two other zombies, and what was it? A bakery or something? She was saying. Insulin
No, I
Pixie.
think they knew those people. First of all, she thinks she sees something in the distance, and then she runs all the way up to it until she's standing in this burnt-out building. It's like you couldn't see that from way back where you were.
Yeah.
And then she realizes what it is. It's like, yeah, you saw that from like 100 yards back.
Nearsighted.
Severely
Diabetes
nearsighted. It's the diabetes.
Her eyes are going.
That's the diabetes
Still hasn't
talking.
taken the insulin.
I've got Malcolm. I have diabetes.
Don't I have a cute haircut? Anyway, she realized
South
that.
Park.
Pay for that haircut.
We're all barbers.
Damn my
Forget the
stylish
insulin.
ways!
Forget the insulin. I'm talking about that sweet haircut.
See, if it was an Ergo Snips haircut, she would have paid with her life.
Yeah.
But not. She'd be dead, so she wouldn't have to worry about it.
That's the other thing. This guy gives Daryl his little whittled thing.
It's nothing.
The guy was about to explain some backstory. My
Daryl
grandfather.
didn't
Shut up. So,
My grandfather.
No.
To be fair, why would Daryl care?
I mean, these characters are in the entire episode, but God forbid they give us any sort of backstory.
Yeah. Maybe he would have that with his feet being.
All right, here's the weird exchange.
How? Right from the guy from the car should be like,
They're
oh,
really-
there they are. There's a guy behind a tree with them.
They're really, really close. I mean, this is obvious.
The director made the mistake of like
Going into
zooming
directing.
in. Yeah. Of being a director for The Walking Dead.
Thinking he was good.
Yeah, so then anyway, this girl, apparently It's their fault.
It's like a jeans commercial.
Wranglers. Brought to you by Stinson Boots.
Yes?
I don't know why they don't show these people either that are in the forest with the stare down. Why don't they reveal them?
Yeah.
I don't
That's
know.
the big secret. We don't know who they
They
are.
revealed
Is
the
it
fact-
Glenn?
They revealed the fact.
See, what I don't understand,
That's what. Is it? It must be Glenn then.
You know what it is?
they're not showing those
That's-
people, but they're showing Daryl looking at them, which to me, in my mind's telling me, Daryl can't see their faces. He's only looking at their crotch,
Right.
which is confusing to me.
Which is more evidence
That he's
that
gay.
Daryl's day. Yeah.
Daryl is
that's
gay.
Daryl's Day.
Yeah, that's a theory.
Daryl's day.
You know what? I think they're not showing their faces because they want you to think, oh, maybe they have wolf things. But we see one of them anyway, and these people were part of them. We already know that, so I don't understand why they're not showing their faces.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense.
Stupid show. Anyway, they go to this burned down building, and there's
They
two
knew the people.
that I didn't realize that was like melted glass over them.
Yeah, what was that?
I thought there was like a.
I thought they were into some weird sex fetish where they wrap themselves in latex.
I thought somebody had like suffocated them with plastic wrap or something.
So she goes
they were-
Insulin
they were-
Pixie goes unnecessarily close.
To like lay some flowers down because they blame themselves.
It was,
and then
it was so stupid.
And then, it turns out, guess what? There's zombies. Because remember, there's zombies in this world. She freaks out, breaks all the glass, eaten alive.
well, she falls down like perfectly back in the middle of them, and they just start like ripping her apart.
Why was she scared by that? That's what I mean. This new group, Insulin Pixie and her two pals, they're acting as though this is, and maybe it is, this is the first time that they're out in the wilderness, like during this whole apocalypse.
Maybe.
Maybe it is then. I could be totally off. Maybe that's why. Because how long has this apocalypse been going on, by the way?
Pretty long
At
time.
least a year.
Yeah,
right?
more than a year.
More than a year. And they're acting like they're on their first weekend camping trip.
All right, so
Anyway, so she dies. That was stupid. Then Daryl's like, "Hey, I know a place. You guys, we asked the stupid 3 questions that we
You're
were
right,
talking
right.
about the other episode.
are you fertile?
Right.
Are you good with hand jobs? And does your hair smell like strawberries? What
Right.
was it again?
Yeah.
I think that was it.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have a tight butthole? That was the other one.
Oh, yeah.
And then Daryl's like, they passed the stupid test, the butthole test.
Yeah.
And he's
Oh,
like,
I
"Hey,
had another
nice."
question. What is this hollow area in his crossbow? Did you see that? Oh. All right.
Not crossbow maker.
All right. Sorry.
I don't
A
know.
notch?
I
The
don't
thing
know.
that you hold up against your shoulder, it looks like it was hollow, like you would keep something in there, and the plate fell off.
Maybe, I don't know.
I think it's just cheap.
Yeah. Cheap. Yes. It's a Walmart crossbow.
Yeah, it is.
Probably is.
Probably is.
I've seen them in Walmart.
So then Daryl's like, "Oh, I know a place. You gotta come where my people are society still as it was, sort of." And then
They steal his
they're like,
motorcycle.
okay, well, where's and then they start saying like, "Oh, how many people are with you? How far away?" And then you're like, "Uh-oh." And then they rob Daryl.
You know who Daryl sounds like?
Yeah,
The
they
guy
take
from-
his crossbow, which is pretty big, and the
His
motorcycle.
iconic crossbow.
He's had another one before. Daryl sounds like the guy from King of the Hill.
A boomhour?
Well, I'll tell you what, man. We're going to need butterflies and
Hey.
birds and bees, man. We're going to have to.
I
tell
agree
you what.
with your sentiment. That's
Nope.
Dale.
They probably
Oh yeah,
got,
oh that's right. I was like, who's that again?
they probably got a lot more crossbows.
Hey, Hank.
That is right.
We can talk about Sasha and Abraham.
Abraham.
Okay. Well, after
Ibrahim.
just we'll get to them, but then Daryl he finds the field truck, which had the name Patty 2.
Which I thought he was gonna find like a cache of weaponry. in it.
Or motorcycle.
Who?
Whoa, it's a Harley.
It's a lifetime supply of motorcycles.
I like how they named Patty, a character you never see, know nothing about.
Who
But
the fuck is Patty?
remember, they go to the
The
police.
person who died, their friend.
They're like, oh, they were going to go see. It's like, oh,
named her.
Patty.
We don't know the names of the people talking about the dead people that have names that we never.
The
met.
information they're
we
offering.
know their names, but we didn't hear or listen to it.
Insulin Pixie has no
That'd be-
name.
But if we don't, if they
She's
did, that'd
Insulin
be
Pixie.
hilarious.
It would be. There's weird haircuts and stupid names in this show. I'm telling you.
All right. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
I've been searching the world for the most delicious food. I weigh over 500 pounds, but I'm never satisfied. Join me as I search the world for the best bite of food that there ever could be on my taste buds, and I think I found it. I'm down there in blah blah, in the bayou, and there's in Maine, and there's a bayou there, I don't know, but then I found it. It's lobster crunch. I'll take the piece of lobster crunch and I bite it with my teeth. Tell me how you make this.
As you can see, we crisp the lobsters up so that there's a crunch when you bite into it, sir.
And then I'm switching about my mouth, and then I swallowed it, and it was in my belly.
A little stretching, a tuck and a pull, twist it twice, breadcrumb.
Lobster crunch is the bite of food I overate.
Put it on a plate.
Blah, blah.
And then he goes off to pick up Abraham and Sasha, who arrived at this point, starting with just after the attack by those guys.
Yes, they
who
end
is
up-
the same group as the other guys.
Oh, that found Daryl in the forest?
Yeah.
Oxnard, if
You're
you
led
want-
to believe that.
If you want to find a tracker, stay put.
That's true. I learned something new from this episode. If I was lost,
Is that
and
something stupid Abraham said?
this
I
Sasha
think
says
that's
that.
what Sasha said, something
okay.
like that.
Sasha's a
I
calm,
agree
cool,
with that,
collected
though.
one.
That was smart, I guess.
Why?
But it makes the episode stupid.
Why do you stay put?
'Cause-
Oh, because
Track you.
Daryl's the tracker.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought if we want to find out who is trying to kill us, stay put. They'll come to us, which is also true. But anyway, they're hiding out in some air-conditioned
Hey,
place.
by the way, something actually happened to this short little airplane thing.
Oh yeah,
Did
a guy has food poisoning. It looks like.
Yeah. And falls out of the bathroom. Yeah, so they arrive. They find his apartment. She puts the word Dix on.
Yeah,
The
that's
door.
Daryl's last name. Dixon.
Dixon.
Abraham is like, all right.
She's gonna put my dick on,
Yeah.
right?
This bitch can't spell, but I know what she wants.
Yeah, I can read between the lines.
So they go in this house. They find Abraham finds a uniform, like a military outfit there.
Yes.
He's looking at pictures.
And again, he wants to kill the walker that's in there, and Sasha's like,
Yeah,
hey,
so-
I
let it-
would've killed
let
it.
it be.
I would have killed it.
I don't understand.
You're
First
an
of all,
idiot.
how are you going to get sleep with this walker right on the? Blah, 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 blah.
How comforting.
Could happen.
Yeah, Battlefront comes out tomorrow. Yeah. Glad I canceled
I
that
many
pre-order.
games.
I agree with the Abraham mentality. She's stupid.
Yeah, and then
Well, Abraham does something pretty stupid in this episode that
right. Well,
Doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, he
acts-
comes back with a rocket launcher, so how stupid is he now?
No, but only because
I believe
he
that's a
did
rocket-
Sasha's advice.
that's a rocket-propelled grenade launcher.
Yes, it's an RPG. He even says it through his cigar, through his fine
Rocket
cigar.
launcher.
No, but he basically, I guess the whole thing is that he's acting rash, like he's just going.
Sasha's
purely
trying to
on
calm
gut
him down.
instinct. Yeah, don't.
She says we're all accountable.
Yeah,
always
think things
accountable.
Through. Don't act just based on your emotions in that moment. Try and think before you act.
Mm-hmm.
And so, the example given is, I thought that was a flashback, by the way, because suddenly Abraham,
I thought
he's
it
in
was
like a
too.
completely different outfit.
Yes.
He's alone.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
the fuck is he?
I thought it might have been a flashback
He
too.
took a 5-mile walk
Seriously,
to a bridge.
Where the fuck is that bridge? I don't
We
understand
know. We
where
don't know how
that
he got there.
So I'm like, we're watching a flashback. I
I
thought.
thought it was too.
It's true. Yeah, he looks out the window like wistfully.
And then he's here.
This could easily be considered like a flashback. Yeah.
And then he happens
maybe,
upon.
Maybe he remembered where he put the RPG 2 years ago, and it was a flashback.
I wonder if Kevin still has my RPG.
Was convoluted storytelling. All right, so he goes there. He finds his Humvee. On it, he finds the RPG. He finds cigars, and then he has this bizarre moment with this zombie. How that zombie got into this precarious situation?
Exactly.
I tried thinking. He's impaled on the outside of the bridge on a fence.
Right.
That's Fred.
The car didn't.
accident-prone
The car
zombie.
didn't crash because the car looks
Yeah.
fine.
Right.
What the hell happened there?
I don't know. I don't know.
Was he jumping from the Humvee, landed on the fence, broke it, and then went over the
And
side?
to your point, at the end of this scene, when the zombie falls through because his body can't handle the strain.
Yeah, it goes through his
of
shoulder.
being things there. How long has he been there?
Right.
I don't know.
And
How long
now-
have these
and this
cigars
has
been in this
happened now?
humidor? That's not the proper way to
I
store a
think-
cigar.
Apparently they're good enough. He sniffs them.
I think Abraham was.
I was gonna
touching
bring
him,
that up.
right? And it maybe loosened him a little, or put
Maybe.
some more strain on the
That's
body.
possible.
But I have a thought which made it much cooler. Like the whole point of Abraham being rash and just doing things without thinking, that should have been like a trap set. The zombie.
Yeah.
That's true.
You know?
And here's an RPG.
Well, they said
Right.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
They set it up. They showed like he put the gun down.
Yeah.
Now here's an example of
explain
characters
the game.
doing things I don't understand.
Let me go out on this flimsy broken fence with a zombie hanging
This
on
could
the end,
easily break.
and he doesn't kill the zombie.
No, what I thought
Stab the zombie in the head.
What I thought he
and
was
then
doing-
Try and take the RPG. From
I
him.
thought he was trying to get that other RPG off the zombie's back because the zombie had an extra one.
Oh no, he needs the launcher, which also is armed.
Oh, that's what he's trying to get?
The launcher is on his back, and it has
okay.
an RP. It's loaded. But there's two things that are stupid about this. One is that he's doing this. He's leaning out on this ledge, on this rickety fence to get this RPG from this walker. The second and even more dumb thing is that he did not kill the walker before trying to reach around his head area with biting teeth.
Instead, he screams in its face as
And
though
then
that's
he ends
going to
up-
do
he
something.
Can't get it, and he just screams at him. Then he gives up, goes back to the truck, starts lighting a cigar, and then you hear, and then the walker falls through, leaving the RPG hanging there perfectly. What are the odds? And then Abraham gets that and goes back, and he realizes he has an epiphany that Sasha was right. And you would not believe what happened. You would not believe the day I had.
And the thing about the cigars, he smelled the cigar the way you're supposed to. You know, in movies, sometimes they smell. That's not the way you're supposed to smell it because then you're just smelling the wrapper.
So you
need
sniff
to,
the inside.
You need to sniff the inside. That's what you're going to be smoking.
Abraham's a cigar guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Nice detail.
Good.
Then he
And
comes back.
He also lights it with a match, which they say you're supposed to use matches to light your cigars as well, not a lighter.
Then Abraham starts getting some weird feelings for Sasha, and
Well, he's got the military uniform on, and then he's like, "Girl,
started getting
I want to get to know you
started
real
getting
good."
a little rapey-ish. I was detecting. I was like, Sasha, maybe it's time to run. Well, they're talking about like we have 4 walls, a roof, electricity, everything you
Air
need.
conditioning.
I got a P, you got a V. Let's make it work, baby.
You want some HPV?
I got cigars.
You want some HPV?
He finds a very cool jacket in the other room.
Well, that's the uniform.
Yeah, I took the medals off.
Yeah, I can't remember what it is. He says, we might hear it in a little bit. He gives like, Abraham is full of stupid expressions, right? He's a dumb ass.
He's a dumb ass.
Not a dumb ass. A dumb ass.
He's a Dumas.
dumb ass.
Well, I like that they got this RPG because you can do some
His
cool
shirt
stuff.
is ripped open with his fucking belly hanging out.
Well, that
And then
happened.
he's hitting on Sasha, and it's like there is nothing attractive about this happening right now.
What about that mustache?
Yeah.
That happened from the fence because it wasn't ripped, I think,
No,
before
it
that.
must have happened from the film.
And she does look down at his crotch real quick.
Turn this
She
up, 'cause I
does.
want to hear.
She does.
She was gauging the situation.
Yeah.
We got beer and air conditioning.
We got beer, air conditioning, and I got a penis.
Is set for the rest of our lives, and I hope those years to be long and fruitful.
He's talking about Alexandria.
Alexandria, yeah.
Yes.
And I'm feeling the urge to make some plays
Oh yeah.
for the great cosmic.
So is Abraham not into the other girl anymore?
No, they like broke up.
They
And
did?
I think he had a thing. Didn't he have a thing for a girl when he was being the construction contractor at Alexandria? I'll say this: in the comics, what happens is,
Yeah, you're
him
right,
and
yeah.
Rosita like break up, and basically Abraham like starts having an affair with this other girl there that's in the construction group. So they're like not together at this point. And Eugene in the comics was like hopelessly in love with Rosita.
I gotta say, first 2 episodes are good, but they should have put more Eugene in these other ones. I think Eugene would have made it much better.
What happens is as I thought this would happen, the first 2 episodes of the season, like you said, Oxnard, were good, and then they went downhill fast. Starting with that Cheeseman episode.
It plateaued. It didn't go down like. It was just like, wow, that's awesome. Wow, that's awesome. The fuck is this?
Yeah.
The fuck is this?
Yeah.
The fuck is this?
Are you serious?
I don't understand.
This one wasn't as bad as the last 2.
This one had some action, at least.
It entertained me.
Confusing action, but action nonetheless.
The confusion was entertaining me because I was trying to wrap my head around the thinking.
Yeah. Nothing. It didn't make sense.
Not the kind of entertainment I want, but at
Anyway.
least it was something.
Then Daryl picks Abraham and Sasha up, and they're like heading back. Oh, and then they start to contact Rick, and then you just see what I think was Morgan's voice. You hear what I think was Morgan.
I
You
have
just
no
hear,
idea
help.
his voice.
I looked it up. The synopsis says an unknown voice says help.
Oh, okay. It sounded like Morgan, and that would make sense if someone's asking for help because they've been back in Alexandria. They're dealing with the issue of walkers getting in, and they're being surrounded. Unless they're referring to maybe this group that accosted Daryl in the forest is now at the gates of Alexandria.
I'm
But-
assuming most people think it's Glenn.
Oh yeah, probably.
I doubt it. I think
That
Glenn's
was
gone
my
until the
immediate
very
thought.
last episode. They went to that actor and just said, "Hey, look, we're still going to pay for the episode, but go on vacation for a few months. We'll call you
Go
when
to
we
Thailand. Get laid.
need." Go to Thailand. With,
I won't ask what you do there.
have questionable sex.
I know a girl. She'll hook you up.
I know a quote-unquote girl in Thailand
Yeah, exactly.
who'll give you a
Who
good
is quote unquote of legal age?
and is quote-unquote doesn't have a penis.
Yeah. Have you heard of quote unquote Jared Fogle?
Oh. Man, we
Thailand.
started with Bill Cosby, ending with Jared Fogle.
Yes. Oh man, what is wrong with
StS Enterprises.
Jello? Jello and Subway.
Well,
Never eaten them again.
Yeah, man, that used to be my favorite thing. I'd go to Subway, get a meatball sub. For dessert, some delicious Jell-O. Ruined.
Child rapist.
Next episode is called Heads Up. What does that mean?
The Jello's not.
Heads up!
The Jello's not for him. It's the Lord.
Yeah, oh my god. It's the lure of those poor
Want some
children.
Jello?
I've got some Jello. And he's eating a Subway
Yeah,
sandwich.
he's eating a sub. But he's not chewing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like
Oh.
inserting it in and out of his mouth.
Ugh.
Want some Jello?
The secret ingredient
So,
is cough syrup.
I'm filleting a 6-inch sub.
Yeah.
Is that what you're envisioning?
While you're feeding innocents with cough syrup laden Jello.
The
Okay.
ultimate suggestion. It has
Mr.
balls
Ox-
in it too.
Mr. Oxnard Cosby, this Jello tastes like cough medicine. Oh, when you feed it up, I'll give you a special treat. Oh, that's Oxnard eating the sandwich.
What?
You are sick.
fucking
You brought
bastard.
it up. Meatball sub and Jello. That's where my mind went.
You sick fuck.
Yeah, I guess what's wrong with me?
You
Why do I
make
do
me
that?
puke.
I gotta stop doing that. I might
Yeah.
turn
You're
be
gonna
bad.
get caught one of these days.
Oh, I always get caught. And I always get out.
He always gets away.
He always gets away,
He always
yeah.
gets away. He has like rogue vanishing power.
No, he
That
tells the
he-
cop, hey, I draw a picture for you. All right, free to go.
Thanks for the picture. Oh my god, that's of the guy I was just talking to.
So predictions?
Who cares?
Oh, why are we talking about this? now?
I don't know.
I didn't feel like the plot was advanced at all.
We just talked for an hour.
I don't think anything happened.
But didn't you have a good time?
Nothing
I
happened.
guess it's
That's
just
why I keep wanting to do this. I don't even like this show anymore, but I really have a lot of fun talking about it with you.
Ugh.
all right. What did you think of this box from Pizza Hut?
I thought the mom in it was hot.
I want to fuck one of those Rockettes. Michael Bolton, by the way, in this commercial, I can sing better than him in this commercial. He's
Do it.
flat.
Do it.
Flat.
Yeah, that was bad.
What is he? What I can't remember what song he's singing.
It's a heart. I don't know.
What was that? Was that even
Pants are
English?
hard.
Pants or
Pizza Hut.
hearts?
Oh no, but he's singing like a Christmas song. By the way, it's about Christmas. It's November,
Oh yeah.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, they just skip at Thanksgiving.
I was in
They do that,
Rite Aid.
yeah.
Yeah, Rite Aid sold Christmas stuff all over the place. Ridiculous.
What happened to Thanksgiving?
We talked about this, right? How
I
Christmas
thought
just
this was
takes over.
America.
Yeah.
It's like the Nazis. Like you let them invade, You got to stop them.
Holocaust.
It's gonna. They invaded
You let
Poland.
the Nazis invade? Christmas.
They're invading
by
Thanksgiving?
force.
All right, so is Hitler dead or no? Conspiracy?
Hitler was never real.
Whoa.
How about that? Bombshell. Hitler
All right.
was invented by Obamacare to make you hate America.
All right.
God bless Canada.
So no predictions. When do you think we're gonna see Glenn?
Do you have a prediction, boss? You're disgusted
How
by
many
it.
predictions?
Will Daryl get another crossbow?
Yeah.
Will he get another motorcycle?
Yeah. That was his. That was his.
Idiots.
Stupid or something?
No, that was his scrap motorcycle. That wasn't even a good one.
Was that a rat bike?
Didn't you look at it? It was like all weird looking, and the
Like a
parts-
rat bike
the
is-
parts were crooked.
Because when they first got to Alexandria, he has to fix it up.
Oh yeah,
Aaron
yeah, yeah.
tells him like this doesn't work at all. I've been trying to work on it, but I'm not really good. And Daryl's like, oh no, and then he fixes it up.
Right. Yeah, rat bike is when
His
you build a motorcycle from just spare parts and you put it all together, and it has like that dirty look. They're actually really popular.
he
I feel like that's something from a Bruce Springsteen
waves his
song.
white trash wand at it, and automatically.
You're a wizard, Daryl.
Abracadabra.
Here's I am.
Herbadabagadabadoobadoo. I'm Daryl. Crossing it up. I cross bow, cross dress,
White trash
crossfit.
It's a dipstick.
You wave it at a toilet, and suddenly the toilet's filled with gin.
Or poop, I thought you were going to say.
Oh no, I did no, but toilet gin, moonshine.
Yeah, it's so weird. So
Yeah,
I
that
guess
was
it is
weird.
melted glass.
I don't think it's glass. It's like
No,
paper
it is.
glass.
It's shattered.
It shatters.
It made a
Like
shattering
that.
sound. So does that happen? If I'm ever in a fire and I have a
pretty
glass
cool.
roof or something, am I
like
going to be...
art.
Is
Fire,
molten glass going to pour all over me?
Fire! That fire was hot, man.
It's pretty crazy.
That is crazy. I mean, that was a fucking inferno where they were.
I would think the glass would melt through their bodies.
Well,
Honestly, I thought, I don't know.
see, listen.
What does she even trip on?
See, and then it shatters.
Yeah.
She trips on her own feet.
You know what?
They grab her.
Was this a greenhouse?
Yeah.
Maybe the plastic from the greenhouse wrapped around them. Is that it?
No, it was
Maybe, yeah.
but there's a glass shattering
No,
sound
it
effect.
looks like a greenhouse.
But you know, like plastic,
Yeah.
it would shatter if it's hardened like that.
It would?
And if it's
I
thin.
think so, yeah.
All right, I'm just trying to make
Anyway,
sense of
it's stupid. She deserved to die. If you've lived this long in the zombie apocalypse and you're startled by a zombie that cannot attack you, then and it kills you like that, like the other guy who got bit with the arm cut off in the forest. Fucking idiot! You deserve what you got.
You said it, Dexter. End. I'm Oxnard.
I'm boss.
I am Dexter. Goodbye.